The ballroom shimmered with life. Laughter mingled with the melody of violins as crystal chandeliers bathed the polished floor in golden light. Elegant couples spun in graceful rhythm while champagne glasses chimed softly, the air humming with polite chatter and whispered gossip. I arrived with my wife, Emily, expecting a standard evening of social pleasantries. But beneath the glittering atmosphere, tension rippled faintly. Emily moved with effortless grace, her radiant smile drawing every gaze. I, meanwhile, scanned the crowd with quiet vigilance. And that's when I saw him, a man from her past. Confident, smooth, his charm carried an edge that was too deliberate to ignore. He approached us under the mask of friendly familiarity, though the way his eyes lingered on her said everything words could not. Without hesitation, he seized a moment as the music softened into a slow waltz. He reached for Emily's hand and drew her into the dance. Their bodies moved close, shoulders brushing. Smiles exchanged, light enough to appear polite, yet undeniably charged. Around us, guests pretended not to notice, though their glances betrayed quiet curiosity. My chest tightened, emotion and strategy tangling together, but I stayed still. I knew that a measured response often carried far more power than impulsive anger. He leaned in, speaking softly, his tone easy but his intent unmistakable. "It's been a long time," he murmured, the familiarity in his voice crossing a line. Emily's smile faltered, only for a breath, but I caught it. Around us, whispers began to swirl as people sensed the undercurrent. I stepped forward, not in confrontation, but in quiet declaration. My calm presence alone began to shift the air. I let a subtle smile form, one of composure rather than hostility, and approached them as though joining the dance naturally. My movements were smooth, my demeanor unshaken. "Emily," I said softly, extending my hand. "May I?" No demand, just certainty. Her hesitation lasted only a second before she withdrew her hand from his and placed it in mine, a small action that spoke volumes. The room, attuned to unspoken social signals, immediately caught the change. As I led Emily away, I carried myself with a poise that unnerved him more than any angry word could. There was no scene, no shouting, just a calm, undeniable reclaiming of balance. Guests nearby fell silent, captivated by the quiet assertion of control. The man, suddenly aware of the shift, tried to mask his discomfort with a forced smile, but the easy confidence had drained from him. His gestures grew stiff, uncertain, the waiter's mistake evident in every movement. Emily, sensing everything, relaxed beside me. Her eyes met mine with a mix of relief and admiration. She understood the situation had been diffused with precision, not pride. Around us, murmurs spread as onlookers pieced the moment together. They saw a man attempt to intrude and watched him be effortlessly outplayed without a single harsh word spoken. The message was clear. True authority needs no volume. By the time the song faded, the man had already retreated, awkwardly trying to salvage his composure. Emily and I continued moving in rhythm, poised and steady, our confidence untouched. The elegance of that moment, a perfect blend of restraint and dominance, left the entire room quietly awed. A lesson had been taught that night. Respect isn't demanded through anger, but earned through calm command and impeccable timing. As the evening unfolded, the event's energy subtly shifted. Conversations carried on, but the earlier scene lingered like a whispered legend. Even among laughter and music, the quiet strength displayed couldn't be forgotten. Emily leaned closer and whispered with a soft smile, "That was perfect." I returned the smile, knowing that the most powerful actions often begin with patience and end with precision. By the time we left the ballroom, our small encounter had already evolved into a silent story shared among guests. A story of control, reclaimed without chaos. No humiliation, no raised voices. Yet everyone understood what had transpired. The man who had danced too close to my wife walked away having learned a lasting lesson. Not through confrontation, but through the quiet mastery of timing, presence, and unshakable composure.